fundamentals and in-ring psychology and ring work and great tag team chemistry. I know the Good Brothers have a dojo. I've seen their students, fantastic workers, great. I've seen them in the ring. What is your fundamentals that y'all can pass on to the next generation of pro wrestlers? And this is for all three of you,
Well, I mean, we don't, we actually don't have the dojo anymore because we got so busy that we weren't really, we felt like we weren't able to convey the message we needed to as far as training goes. Whether that happens down the line, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But I mean, we've been out with Scott Demore, who's been doing a lot of these impact seminars and scouting talent and stuff like that. And it's basically what you said. It's fundamentals. And even in a new school environment, I think that it's you can't forget where you came from and watch the guys from the past who had the basics all the way down and didn't need much more than that. So I think that you got to pay homage to the stars who came behind you and paved the way, and take a little bit from them, and then sprinkle in your own new ideas and stuff like that, and you'll probably do pretty well for yourself.
Yeah, I think Gallows and I like to teach a lot. It'd be fun, down the road to be able to teach young kids and get them moving in the business. We always I think the other, a couple weeks ago, a couple of young kids drove us, a couple hours away, and I think we were telling so many ridiculous stories. They were laughing pretty hard. So I just kind of passing on some of the knowledge that we've had, because we have had the opportunity, thankfully, and God willing, we've been able to fly all over the world and do this. And so we do have a lot of, not just wrestling experiences, but, a lot of life experiences.
Life and business experiences, yeah.
And business experiences that we can pass on to people, man. And so, that's some of the funnest things that you can actually do.
For sure.
D'Lo has a lot of all that as well. D'Lo likes to pass on, a lot of knowledge.
I love teaching, and for me, the one thing I always want to impart in young wrestlers coming up is an appreciation, a love, and a passion for this industry. And don't just do it to try to be famous or make money, but do it because you love it. And when you start with that, everything else just rounds out completely, and you become a well-rounded worker, person, in-ring, businessman. But it has to start with the love and appreciation for this business. So no, that's the one thing I try to impart right off the bat.
Yeah. Because you got to enjoy it.
If you don't love this, it's a long, hard road. If you don't love this, it'll burn you out real quick.
Even when you love it, it still goes.
True.
And I have one more question. One of my readers and one of my mutuals on Twitter wanted me to ask Doc, is there going to be a second dangly? They want to know, are you going to have a second dangly?
You know what's funny about the dangly? I that ear was pierced when I was 18 years old, and I let the hole close all those years ago. And we were fooling around in a parking lot at AEW, and I looked over, and the Bucks had earrings in. And my wife was standing there to drive us back to the hotel, and I said, "Honey, give me that hoop out of your ear." And she goes, "You mean my earring?" And I said, "Yes." And I took it, and I shoved the thing right through the closed hole that had been closed for a number of years. And that's how the dangly reappeared. So to answer the question, I think that would mean another new piercing. So I think we're going to stick with a single dangly for right now.
All right. Oh, pleasure speaking with y'all. I'll let everyone else get their questions in. And I look forward to Bound for Glory. Go out there and kill it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley, for joining us. Hey, guys, real quick before we go on to the next question, when is your guys' next badass movies with the Good Brothers? And you know what movie you guys are going to be reviewing?
We absolutely do. It is all part of Wrestle Week. D-Lo, I'm glad you asked as we gear up for Bound for Glory. Wrestle Week starts Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Badass movie night hosted by the Good Brothers. And you can watch a classic. You can watch Roadhouse with us. That kicks off Wrestle Week and all leads into Bound for Glory. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
We were supposed to be doing recording the badass movie night, and we just kept stopping and watching the movie.
And we
really watching the movie.
It took way longer than it's taken in times past because we got pumped watching every scene of the movie. So, but as far as exclusives go, that's an exclusive here. I think it's already been announced, but I'm going to push this one out there too. Before this all started, I was on the phone with Dr. Ross. Dr. Ross has confirmed that at Sam's Town Casino, if you were there live in Las Vegas, you have an opportunity as soon as Bound for Glory ends to meet the Good Brothers at Sam's Town, photo ops, anything you need, signed, 8x10s, merchandise, all that good stuff. So we will be doing a Las Vegas meet and greet at Sam's Town Casino immediately following BFG. We love meeting the fans. We love Too Sweet and you guys and hanging out. So please come and say hello.
Hey, Doc, since you're in the selling mood, I'm going to continue this. Remember, Press Pass next week, October 19th, 2 p.m., Josh Alexander, hosted by Josh Matthews, and on October 20th at 2 p.m., Gail Kim hosts the Inspiration right here on the Press Pass.
I'm logging in for that one.
I'm going to log in for it. I'm going to ask some questions. Let's go to Austin over. Let's go to Austin over in Back Sports Page. Austin, how are you doing? Welcome to the Press Pass. What you got for the Good Brothers?
Hey, I'm doing great, and it's great to see you guys here. Quick question, I must have just missed the memo with the no sleeves. You guys are absolutely rocking it. But you both really seem to thrive on like a spirit of competition. I think there's no one in the world that would really question that at all. And the Young Bucks have been called the best tag team in the world. Earlier, you guys have said that you were the best tag team. Do you ever see yourselves getting into the ring across from them, either as an exhibition or for possibly the Impact titles?
You know, those two guys are two of our very best friends in the whole wrestling industry. We talk about our kids with them, about family life, about everything else. But like you said, it's a spirit of competition. And let's just be deadpan honest. That's a dream match. It's a money match for whatever promotion lands it. And it's a match that people will want to see. It's going to be a collision of different styles that are modern day meets modern day old school. You can say heavyweight versus cruiserweight, whatever you want to say. But I do agree. The Young Bucks are definitely a generational best tag team in the world, but so are the Good Brothers. So at some point, it's probably inevitable that match takes place. And then hopefully after, we can buy them a Diet Coke and they can buy us a whiskey and Coke, and we'll move on from there.
We'll hold off on the whiskey. I think the bad guy, the Good Brothers as bad guys versus the Young Bucks as the heroes somewhere is a really, really big feud / match or whatever, and someday it'll probably happen.
Hey, thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Austin.
Thank you, man.
I think your styles would very well match together, and it would be compelling to see you guys go at it. Almost like the unstoppable force meets the immovable object. That'd be kind of cool.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's go over to a place that I'm accustomed to being. We'll go over to Lee Walker from Perched on the Top Rope. I've been there a few times.
Here we go.
Waiting for that frog splash.
Let's go.
Hey, what's going on?
Lee,
Hey,
how
what's going
are you
on,
doing?
guys?
Welcome to the Press Pass. And what do you got for the Good Brothers?
Well, Rijo kind of took my question, actually, when it came to the Inspiration. Obviously, they were announced at the Knockouts Knockdown tournament. How do you guys, and this is for you too, D-Lo, how do you guys three feel, actually, let me reword that. Who do you think could possibly win that match? Do you think the Inspiration will come out as the new Knockouts Tag Team Champions? Can Decay retain the Tag Team Champions championship? And if not, how do you see their career going in Impact?
I think this is a great opportunity for them to be in a new place and to show another layer of their personalities as characters in our business. I think that it showed us in a completely different light, seeing us in Impact and kind of feeling what we felt when we were with New Japan Pro Wrestling years earlier, but even to a more mature degree. I know those girls are highly creative. Both ladies are. And I know that they're both good in the ring. So as far as the outcome at BFG, that's two awesome female teams. I can't predict an outcome, but I can predict that you'll see the Inspiration be better than you've ever seen inside of Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way that Inspiration comes to Bound for Glory, though, and loses. So I think they're going to come in with all this steam behind them and give Decay everything they've got, and just I think Inspiration leaves Bound for Glory with the championships.
Lee, I'll put it like this. Think about this. How would you like to debut at the biggest show of our calendar year in a championship match, in a high-profile championship match? So, I mean, that tells you what the Inspiration thinks of themselves. They want to come right in and compete at the highest level on day one. So, I'm not going to make a prediction. I'm lucky enough I got the best seat in the house. I'm going to sit back and watch 4 talented wrestlers go at it. And I'm just going to sit back and get my popcorn ready and enjoy, because that's going to be a hell of a match.
Save me some.
Awesome. Now, how do you guys feel about the Call Your Shot Gauntlet match with, the likes of Rich Swann, Brian Myers, Moose, William Morrissey, and there's still someone to be determined? How would you feel if someone like a Moose or a Morrissey wins and they come for the tag team gold against you guys?
Hey, man, it's like you said, it's the spirit of competition. Let's go. Bring it. You got some heavy hitters in that match all the way around, and that's the point of it. It's to see who goes where and who makes the next opportunity for themselves out of Bound for Glory. It resets our calendar on a yearly basis, and that's exactly what it's going to do. And you got to ask yourself, you already have some of the biggest hitters in Impact Wrestling in that match. You got a mystery guy. Okay, so that's a variable that you can't count on. Who could it be? I think Impact's been one of the absolute best at bringing in new talent and surprising our fan base. So my eyes are going to be on that match up there, probably more than any other match on the card other than our own, to be honest with you.
All right, great. Guys, thank you for asking my questions, and thank you, Impact, for doing this.